Hello, hello, Venus Callida here. I didn't want to be late. I actually was on time with finishing all the riddles for this amazing Silvermoon City High Elven meal. But I, wanted to do my hair and I wanted to put on a really nice elven dress. And I found this one in the back of the closet. I hope you like it. It's velvet. Lined with silks and all the best. Well, I'm Venus Callida. If you're new to my channel, I like to do Tuesday nights as one of my cooking shows where sometimes I invent my own recipes. Sometimes we invite our friend Dark Alice, who is a legit bartender, to do some mixology with us. And I'm right now in the mood for the holiday season, and since Wintervale is coming and we've got the Pilgrim's Bounty right now on in the World of Warcraft, I want to bring you into the world of Silvermoon City, the High Elves, the BELFs. How did we eat? How do we eat? A lot of people think we're vegetarian. We love to have all of our fruits and vegetables collected around our area, as well as Quel'Thalas and Ghostlands. And tonight's menu is going to transport you there. But I was trying just, if you don't mind holding on just for a teensy minute, please use this moment to go and grab a drink to hydrate, because I forgot to create assets so that you could actually see the recipe items that I was using. And oh, here we go. And so you're going to hear some clicking. I don't want to waste too much of your time, but I actually have been really inspired, and I started these recipes about a week or so ago, but I just had to add the riddles. That's what I do. And so by solving these foodie riddles, you will reveal the recipe. So this is how we play our game for this riddle show. Sometimes I give you straight up recipes, and I call those recipe blitzes when it's a one-off. Sometimes a DIY project, sometimes a food item, sometimes a beverage item. And I'm just, as we're talking, I'm just going to bring in for you, I'm going to show you, ooh, I'm hitting the wrong screen, so you're going to see me prep just a little bit. I want to bring and show you something that I invented myself. Now, when I say I invented myself, I invented the recipes, and I've tested it out, and I do tend to test and eat and drink the things that I do feature to you. Sometimes I don't have time and I try it later. So I'm just looking for it. So you can see my assets. I have quite a lot nowadays. Oh, I skipped a step. Okay, hang on. So sorry for that. But what I've done is I've taken items that are actually named, that you can buy from vendors in Silvermoon City or around Ghostlands as well. And here we go. Maybe I can find it now. Let's find out. So sorry, but today I guess you're just gonna have to see me prepare. I'm preparing it. You know, it's like when you hang out in someone's kitchen and hang off the little bar stool. Well, you chat while you whip things up. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Oh, here it is. Okay, so what I've done is I'm bringing things that you can actually buy from the NPCs in the World of Warcraft from Azeroth. Oh, here it is. I guess I should have flipped it for the other hand, but I'm gonna hold on to this one. I hate when that happens. That's a new thing that's happening. So now you are gonna, oh, I guess I'll put you in this hand. No, I don't want to be shy. Well, I guess I'll hold you. I don't want to put it here. Well, if it doesn't move with me, then it'll be a mistake. I guess I have to put it into this hand. Yes, okay, that's good. Oh, I can't wait to show you what this will be later. Okay, now, so basically I'm taking my love of the World of Warcraft and I'm blending it with my love of cooking and traveling through the world's fantasy or fiction or non-fiction worlds. Okay, this is the only one you're going to get to see today, I guess. Oh, I'm leaving you to have to do the imagination thing? I don't think I should do that, but I'm so sorry. maybe I have. Maybe I have something else I can put out that's similar. Sometimes I take away assets. I think I have assets, and then I take things away and I forget which ones are still here and which ones are stored somewhere else. But there are things I can put out to help you see what we would be doing. And it's all very important. I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, we need, we usually do have a chicken. We usually do have a chicken lying around. I'm gonna stick this chicken right here over the stove on purpose. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna let it sit up here and I'm gonna let it just dance around. We will be dealing with Szechuan chickens from Ghostlands. If you go and you look for the NPCs in the game, you can, like, you go to Northrend, you can find Highland turkeys. In Ghostlands, you're going to find Szechuan chickens, and we're going to do something with them as well today. Let me just see what else I have here. I used to have bowls of certain kinds of food. I think, unfortunately, I cleared them out. Oh, dang. But there are other things I know we have that we're going to need. Usually I populate this before I go live, but I just felt really not right leaving you guys hanging. So I'm just going to put some stuff out here. I'm going to put this on the shelf as well. We need olives, olive oil. Love it. You know, we'll keep that right there so you can see it. Let me see. I know I have assets somewhere. What is this? Yeah, we definitely have oils to do. And what else? Oh, I do have something for this. Okay, so we're going to look one more time. So sorry, you're just going to watch me prepare right in front of you. But it'll be worth it once you find out how to do this for yourself. Yeah. We'll put this on the oven instead. We're going to bake this up later. Tell you what that is later. And let me see if there's anything else here. That looks like something we're going to do. Last round. Last round. Oh. I wonder. Okay, bowls of stuff, bowls of stuff. Alright, I guess we're going to be needing these, so I'm going to put them, I guess I'm going to put them right over here. We're going to be using that later. So I think we got enough. Sorry that I'm not going to show you all the dishes today, but I can always post that later. So I'm Venus Callida. Welcome in. Alright, now we're going to get to it. This is a big menu today. And so I'm just going to say welcome, my fabulous mortal souls. I'm Venus Callida, Blood Elf, Death Knight, Blood Elf. If you know my backstory, born in Suncrown, which is outside of Silvermoon City, but Silvermoon City is our capital city for the Blood Elves, High Elves of Azeroth, who were part of the Horde because we got cut off by the Scourge and cut off from the rest of the Alliance, so we had no choice. We had to either turn sides or be annihilated. So we chose to live, and here in Silvermoon City we still save some of our finest, and we still eat very, very well, those of us that are still here. So being a Blood Elf, being that we're entering a holiday season, I want to treat you to a fine elven meal, and I hope you're ready. So let's go. You just have to solve my riddles to reveal the recipes. Some of them tonight I invented myself, and I'm bringing you into Azeroth through your kitchens. No portals needed. So let's begin with round number 1. Riddle me this. What kind of monkey doesn't eat bananas? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Riddle number 2. Bees make me. I'm golden and delicious. What am I? Do-do-do-do. 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 Do-do. And riddle number 3. I'm brown and sweet with a woody frame. In desserts and drinks, I've earned my name. What am I? Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na. Riddle number 4. I'm a tiny pod with a floral embrace. My seeds ground down make coffee a grace. What am I? Do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, na-na-na-na-na. Pew, 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 pew. Missed me. Riddle number 5. I'm a pod from afar, sweet as can be. My tiny seeds are a flavor key. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 6. On the periodic table, I'm listed as AU. Oh. What am I? Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Riddle number 7. I'm what you pour into a tray to make ice cubes. What am I? Da-na, da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Pew! Riddle number 8. I'm brown and sweet with a fragrance so warm. In pies and rolls I bring my charm. What am I? Do 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 do. Ba-dum-bum. Wow, that's the beginning of round 1. Let's solve these riddles, and I hope you're gonna love it. In the first riddle, what kind of monkey doesn't eat bananas? Let's say it wrong. Orangutan. Orangutan. From orangutan. Orangutan. It's a spelling error. I'm so sorry. Wordplay. Orangutan. Anyways, you're gonna need 1 cup of orange juice or peach juice. Peach juice is sweeter and more golden in color, but orange has a brighter flavor. You can choose. Today, I'm using the peach juice in this recipe. In riddle number 2, bees make me. I'm golden and delicious. What am I? Honey. And you'll need 2 tablespoons or more, adjusted to your taste. In riddle number 3, I'm brown and sweet with a woody frame. In desserts and drinks, I've earned my name. What am I? It's ground cinnamon, and you'll need a ½ teaspoon. In riddle number 4, I'm a tiny pod with a floral embrace. My seeds ground down make coffee a grace. What am I? We're talking cardamom. I love it. And actually, cardamom goes really well with anything citrus. It smells and tastes almost like oranges. We'll need a ¼ teaspoon ground cardamom, or you can use 2 to 3 lightly crushed pods. In riddle number 5, I'm a pod from afar, sweet as can be. My tiny seeds are a flavor key. What am I? Vanilla extract, and we'll need a ½ teaspoon. Make it heaping. Riddle number 6. On the periodic table, I'm listed as AU. I tried to pronounce it as O. Like oro? What is it? AU is gold. And you need a ¼ teaspoon edible gold dust for this shimmer in this drink. Riddle number 7. I'm what you pour into a tray to make ice cubes. What am I? Water. For this case, if you want to serve this drink cold, because there's a hot and a cold version, you're going to need sparkling water for the cold option, or for a fizzy twist. So if you like textures and bubbles up your nose, this is the thing for you. Or if you think you're going to want to serve this hot because it's chilly out there, Use 1 to 2 tablespoons frothed milk or oat milk for a hot served option so that you get a nice creamy textured top layer. And riddle number 8, I'm brown and sweet with a fragrance so warm. In pies and rolls, I bring my charm. What am I? We're talking a whole cinnamon stick for a garnish, or you could use thin peach slices or orange slices, or even tiny edible flowers. All optional, but I'm going to come up really close here and show this to you. Take a look at how I serve this up. So if I'm using orange juice, I'm using the orange slices. If I use peach, I'm using the peach slices. You can even candy your edible flowers if you've got the time and want to get real fancy. So this is my own creation. I created the recipe for this, although the name of this, I wanted to bring to life a human full-bodied version of something you can buy in Silvermoon City vendors, Ghostland vendors, in Azeroth. Alright, here it is. So Venus, you will wonder, what does this make? The recipe itself is my own invention, but I linked it to what is called in the game, World of Warcraft, Golden Nectar of Quel'Thalas. And this is my barista edition. You can make this simple or you can make this super fancy. I'm going to tell you how to do it right now. Silvermoon City. I love that I can bring it into human kitchens. We really know fine dining and our beverages. So to infuse the nectar of this beverage in a small saucepan, combine the juice, honey, cinnamon, cardamom, and vanilla. Warm it gently over low heat for 3 to 5 minutes, stirring until the honey dissolves and the spices infuse in the juice. Do not let this boil. Avoid the boiling to preserve the delicate flavors. Now you're going to taste it and adjust the sweetness or the spice as you like. If you want a fizzy version, you're going to let this mixture cool slightly and you're going to top it with the sparkling water. To add the shimmer before you serve, remove this from the heat and stir in the edible gold dust. The liquid will shimmer the molten sunlight when you hold this up to make your toast with the backlit lighting and warm sunlight if you've got it up, or the moonlight as you like. Serve this warm in a cup or chilled over ice, garnished with a slice of orange or peach or cinnamon stick, or all of it as I've shown you. Now, if you're going with a warm version, you're going to froth and layer some milk or oat milk until it's light and airy. You're going to pour the warm juice into a glass or cup, then gently spoon or float the froth on top. If you use the backside of a big fat tablespoon and pour the froth on it, it will have a better chance of just sitting straight on top and not plunging down into our beverage like we want to do. Now, to garnish this drink like an elven brew, you're going to place a thin peach or orange slice on the froth edge. You're going to stick in a cinnamon stick for the aroma and the visual elegance, and optional, a tiny edible flower as I've shown you to make it look more ceremonial. You can also add a pinch of edible gold dust or a gold leaf to make it truly Quel'Thalas worthy, and just like very lightly layered on top of that flower. Or you can drop just a drop of rose water in each cup for a delicate floral note to make it more earthy. Now also, for a winter ceremonial look, you can add a small clove or a star anise, which is what I showed you, while you're warming it, and it's perfect to chase a holiday meal by a roaring fire. In the fireplace, that is. We're not on a raid here. We're just going to chill at home. Now, you can serve and enchant your guests, sip slowly, and imagine strolling through the sun-drenched spires of Silvermoon City. I've got some more chef tips for this fantasy beverages to add a little more extra magical twist. For a sparkling version, which is the cold version over ice, you can use half juice, half sparkling water before adding any froth on top. And for a richer, almost cocktail-like version, add a dash of spiced rum or a hint of ginger liqueur if you're an adult. Being only 118 myself, I'm just a teenager in Elven standards, so I'm gonna have the non-alcoholic version. It's all good. Now that we have something to sip, what are we gonna eat with this meal? Well, find out now. Here comes round number 2. Riddle me this. I'm orange and long, and I come in a bunch. Frosty might wear me in the middle of his face. Just a hunch. What am I? Do 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 do. Riddle number 2. I'm not a sage, yet I reveal, layer by layer, truths you feel. What am I? Do 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 do. La 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 la. Pew 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 pew. Love dodging all of that. Riddle number 3. I'm liquid and smooth, a golden embrace, enriching all with my timeless grace. What am I? Riddle number 4. I'm a crystal that hides with no flavor to show, yet I make every taste to glow. What am I? Da-na, da-da-da, da-na, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da, da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na, da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Riddle number 5. I'm a peppery gem from lands far away. In every kitchen I find my stay. What am I? Do 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 do. La 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 la. Riddle number 6. This woman had the devil's baby. Who is she? Da-na-na-na, 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 da-na. So Msoul, I hope you're getting curious. I hope you're getting hungry. Let's solve these riddles and find out what we're going to eat with our wonderful, tasty golden nectar of Quel'Thalas. Well, what I chose for you is an elven staple, and it's why people think we're all vegetarians. So Venus, you may ponder, what does this make? It's an easy High Elven roasted root vegetables dish, and this is how you prepare it. You're going to arrange your rack in the middle of the oven and heat it to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Place 3 pounds of cut root vegetables and 1 cut small red onion on a rimmed baking sheet. I didn't tell you what it is you're working with. All right, let me tell you. I'm orange and long, and I come in a bunch. What am I? 3 pounds of root vegetables like carrots, parsnips, sweet potatoes, and beets. I'm so sorry for that. I'm just so hungry. I'm forgetting myself. Riddle number 2. I'm not a sage, yet I reveal layer by layer. Truths you will feel. What am I? An onion. 1 small red onion for this recipe. Riddle number 3. I'm liquid and smooth, a golden embrace, enriching all with my timeless grace. What am I? Olive oil. We'll need a 1/4 cup. In riddle number 4, I'm a crystal that hides with no flavor to show, yet I make every taste aglow. What am I? Kosher salt. We'll need 1½ teaspoons. Riddle number 5, I'm a peppery gem from lands far away. In every kitchen I find my stay. What am I? Black pepper, freshly ground. We'll need a 1/4 teaspoon. And finally, this woman had the devil's baby. Who is she? Rosemary. We'll need 2 tables fresh rosemary leaves, coarsely chopped for this recipe. All right, so for this High Elven roasted root vegetable dish, you're going to arrange that rack, middle oven, heat to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Place 3 pounds of cut root vegetables and 1 cut small red onion on a rim baking sheet. Personally, I love carrots. I love parsnips. You don't have to have potatoes. You can use sweet potatoes or both. I love all the colors. Let's eat the rainbow here. Drizzle with a 1/4 cup olive oil. Sprinkle with 1½ teaspoons kosher salt and a 1/4 teaspoon ground black pepper. Toss to evenly coat. You're going to spread it out in an even layer. You're going to roast this for 30 minutes in the oven. Now, there's 2 ways we could do this. You could leave it in its own pan and roast it separately, or you could save it to roast it banked up against a good cut of something very tasty, which I'll tell you in the next round. Now, if you do roast it 30 minutes, then you're going to remove the baking sheet from the oven, sprinkle with the vegetables and 2 tablespoons coarsely chopped rosemary leaves, and toss to combine. Spread it back out in an even layer across the pan. Then put it back in and continue to roast the vegetables until they're tender and caramelized. This will take another 10 to 15 minutes. Not much more. Now, if you make a whole batch and you save some for later, in storage, the leftovers can be stored in an airtight container in the refrigerator for up to 1 week. Personally, I like it fresh, and I hope that all my dinner guests will eat it up nice and hearty. Now, it's going to smell good. It's going to taste wonderful. But I like to bank my veggies when I'm roasting them around a good big chunk of fresh meat, and then roast it all together. So to solve these riddles, to find out what dish we're going to bank these root vegetables on, here comes round number 3. Riddle me this. I'm a yellow citrus fruit. That's it. That's all you get. What am I? Do 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 do. Looking at you, looking at you. Riddle number 2. I'm soft and golden, melting with ease. I make dishes richer, however you please. What am I? Riddle number 3. I'm a guy's name, but also greens used to make food savory. What am I? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Riddle number 4. I'm the cousin to the onion and leek. What am I? Do 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 do. Pew 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 pew. Riddle number 5. I'm a female duo that sings rap, also found on kitchen tables. What are we? Da-na-na-na, 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 da-na. Riddle number 6. I'm Popeye's girlfriend. Who am I? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Riddle number 7. You can knead me, bake me, and slice me up. What am I? Welcome, welcome, JJ. It is so. I love the theme songs. Let's see if you can solve these riddles. Riddle number 8. I'm a bird that runs around ghostlands. What do they call me? Bark, 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 bark. Riddle number 9. Cut me and I'll make you cry. What kind of vegetable am I? Do 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 do. Na 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 na. Riddle number 10. I'm known to keep vampires at bay. What do you say? What's my name? Riddle number 11. I'm the roommate of Marianne on Gilligan's Island. What's my name? Riddle number 12. I'm a band, and it's red hot peppers. What is that? What kind of peppers? do 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 do. Do 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 do. Riddle number 13. I'm a vegetable, and despite my name, I don't make a sound. I'm also a primary color. What am I? Do 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 do. Pew 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 pew. Missed me. Riddle number 14. I'm a vegetable, and despite my name, I don't make a sound either. And I'm a secondary color. What am I? Riddle number 15. Smurfs live inside of me. Fairies dance inside a ring of me. What am I? It's also a very favorite elven dish. La 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 la. Riddle number 16. I'm the colorful cousin of the cauliflower. What am I? Dun 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 dun. We should have really warned you, JJ. I'm willing to sing very badly for all of you. Sometimes I even draw badly too. Riddle number 17. Last but not least, rabbits like to eat me. When I grow in a field, snowmen like to wear me. What do you think I am? Name me. Do 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 do. All right, we are going to solve these riddles right now for you. Let's find out how many you were able to guess, revealing our main dish of the evening. Here we go. In riddle number 1, I'm a yellow citrus fruit. What am I? Lemon. And you'll need a half medium lemon for this recipe. In riddle number 2, I'm soft and golden, melting with ease. I make dishes richer however you please. What am I? It is butter. I like to use unsalted. We'll need 8 tablespoons, which is about 1 stick of butter. We need it to be very soft, so let it sit out in a bowl. Riddle number 3. I'm a guy's name, but also greens used to make food savory. What am I? Herb. And we'll need about 1 cup loosely packed minced mixed fresh herbs. Save the stems. It's all very tasty. In riddle number 4, I'm the cousin to the onion and the leek. What am I? Scallion. And we'll need 4 medium scallions for this recipe. White and light green parts only. Save the dark green parts for later. We're going to mince this up. In riddle number 5, I'm a female duo that sings rap, also found on kitchen tables. What are we? It's salt and pepper. Fine sea salt and freshly ground pepper to taste. Riddle number 6, I'm Popeye's girlfriend. Who am I? It's olive oil, and we'll need 2 tablespoons for this recipe. Riddle number 7, you can knead me, bake me, and slice me up. What am I? Bread. And you're going to need stale bread. 1 to 2 slices will do. I hope you're enjoying this. I hope you really try out some of these recipes. They're really fantastic. I've actually got the roasted vegetables in the oven right now. Now, I'm a bird that runs through round ghostlands. What am I? Take a look up there. Szechuan chicken. It really is called Szechuan chicken, and they're live and running around in ghostlands if you head into Azeroth right now. Now, that's the province or the state just south of our Silvermoon city area. You need about 4 pounds of this whole chicken. Have it at room temperature or close to it. So take it out of the fridge, let it sit on a plate and warm itself up. Run it under some water. You know. Make sure it's clean though. Now, in riddle number 9, cut me and I'll make you cry. What kind of vegetable am I? Onion. We'll need 1 small yellow onion. Slice it into 1/2-inch pieces. Riddle number 10, I am known to keep vampires at bay. What am I? Blah, blah. It's garlic. We'll need 1 1/2 teaspoons garlic. Mince it up. Riddle number 11. I'm the roommate of Mary Ann on Gilligan's Island. Who am I? Ginger. We need 1 teaspoon ginger, minced. Riddle number 12. I am a band that is red hot something peppers. Red hot peppers. What am I? Chili. Red hot chili peppers. We're going to need 25 dried red chilies for this recipe. Riddle number 13. I'm a vegetable, and despite my name, I don't make a sound. I'm also a primary color. What am I? Red bell pepper. Red bell. Ding, ding, ding. I was trying to be funny. 1 red bell pepper will do. Riddle number 14. I'm also a vegetable, and despite my name, I also don't make a sound, and I'm a secondary color. What am I? It's a green bell pepper. So we need 1 red, 1 green bell pepper for this recipe. And let me tell you, this is roasting in my oven right now, and it smells amazing. Your roommates or your like neighbors in the rooms across the hall beside you in the hallway, they're going to be jealous when they walk by when they're coming home. Riddle number 15. Smurfs live inside me. Fairies dance inside a ring of me. What am I? Mushrooms. And I've got to tell you, elves in Azeroth are known to really love mushroom dishes. So the more you use, the better. I'm using shiitake mushrooms today. You can use button mushrooms. They're really cute. They're very nice. Or cremini mushrooms. Actually, I used cremini mushrooms last time. It's really nice. In riddle number 16, I'm the colorful cousin of the cauliflower. What am I? Broccoli. We'll need 1 head of broccoli. They're on sale right now, too, out there. Rabbits. Oh, and riddle number 17, last one. Rabbits like to eat me when I go in a field. Frosted snowman wears me in the middle of his face. What am I? Carrots. Also a very elven choice. And you know that if you were here or if you scroll back later to rewatch this Din episode, we know that in our roasting pan where we have all the roasting root vegetables, we're going to have carrots there. So you have them here, you have them there. So it's all going to blend together. It's going to work together very nicely. So Venus, you may query, what does this make? This is called Ghostland's Herb Butter Szechuan Chicken. And you can find these little birds running around Ghostlands. They're NPCs of Azeroth's environment. You could buy them from the vendors there or in Silvermoon City as well. So I hope you love bringing this fantasy menu into your human kitchen near you. No portals required. So here's how to prepare it. Position a rack in the lower third of the oven and preheat it to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Finally grate the zest of the lemon into a bowl and then save the actual fruit of the lemon for later. Toss in the butter, minced herbs, and scallions. Season with the salt and pepper and mash the ingredients together until well blended. Now, if you're feeling stressed, this is the way to let it out. As you smash it and you mash it, make it nice and smooth. All right, some people even take it from there into a blender to pulse it to make it more silky smooth, but you don't have to go that far. I'm just saying, put that elbow grease in there and get some exercise in. All right, it's going to strengthen your back. You're going to love me for it. You're welcome. Now, so then once it's well blended, you're going to divide the seasoned butter in half and wrap 1 piece tightly in plastic wrap. You're going to freeze it for your next chicken dinner or any other use you want. Freeze it for later. All right, here's what we do next. You're going to pour the oil in a Dutch oven and swish it around so that it slicks the sides of the pot. Spread a little of the herb butter on one side of the bread and place it butter side up inside this pot. Buttering the chicken can be a little tricky and messy. Who cares? Get in there. It's going to taste amazing. But there's also something very satisfying about doing this. So use your fingers and pull the chicken skin away. Sorry, chicken. So sorry. He doesn't know. This one, she doesn't know. You're fine up there. You're fine. You're safe. You're not on the menu today. But anyways, talking to the humans out there. Okay, you get your hands in. You're gonna clean out that chicken. You're gonna pull the chicken skin away from the meat, loosening it along the breast and the drumsticks, and work from the top and bottom of the chicken, lifting the skin up with your knuckles to help you open up some space without tearing the skin off. This is not a Christmas present. Using a chunky pat at a time, squish, squiggle, or otherwise smush most of the remaining butter up under the skin of the chicken. So it's like you're making a skin pocket and you get the butter in there. It's going to keep it nice and moist when it's cooking. So that's just a trick for you. Okay. Sorry for the descriptions, but hey, I'm a raider. I can handle something. You get in there. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so you're spreading it as best as you can against the meat without taking the skin off because you want to hold it down. It's going to hold everything down on the meat everywhere. So don't worry about getting an even layer. The butter will melt and baste all the meat in the oven as it's roasting. So pat the skin dry with smear, whatever butter remains over that skin. Season the chicken inside and out with the salt and pepper and stuff the cavity with the reserve herb stems and scallion greens. Tip, I usually like stuff all the herbs in by stuffing in a little onion hole into the whole thing. I put in the butter first, herbs, onions, stuff it in. And I even use twine and a carpet needle to sew that hole shut. But you could use toothpicks or whatever, skewer sticks. Just make sure you take them out before you serve. All right, now season the chicken inside and out with the salt and pepper. You stuff the cavity with all the reserve herb stems and scallion greens. Squeeze the half lemon over the bird and tuck the lemon into the cavity. What's left of the lemon, stick it in there too. Now you're going to sit the chicken breast side up on the bread. Okay, sit the chicken in there on that buttered bread that's down inside the pot with the breast side up. Toss the onion and bay leaf into the pot. Pour wine or water around the chicken and slide the pot into the oven. Now remember, if you wanted to roast the root vegetables we already prepared in the last round of riddles, you can bank them up around this chicken if you want, or keep them in their own separate pan and just heat them both up at the same time. You can roast it all together. Now, you're going to roast the chicken uncovered for 50 to 60 minutes. If it looks as if the pan juices are running low, you add a little bit of water. The chicken is done when a thermometer poked into the thickest part of the thigh registers 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Alternatively, you can cut a slit in the chicken between the drumstick and breast and check if the juices run clear and no pink chicken. Listen to that. Angry man in Hell's Kitchen. No pink chicken. Okay, transfer the chicken to a clean cutting board and let rest for about 10 minutes. Meanwhile, you're going to skim the fat from the pan juices and stir in some sherry vinegar if you like. Carve the chicken and serve with the pan juices and the juice-soaked bread if you haven't already finished off in the kitchen, because we taste test when we're baking, don't we? And again, serve it with the side of the roasted root vegetables. But wait, I did say it was Szechuan chicken. So there's something else we've got to make to help baste this chicken. If you're not into basting with alcohol, this is going to be an amazing sauce for you, but you got to earn it. So try to solve these riddles right now. I did warn you this would be a big meal. I'm taking you to Silvermoon City, my capital city. High elves eat very well. So if you got the time, this could be a great holiday spread. Here we go. Riddle me this. I'm a dark, salty liquid used on Chinese food. What am I? Do 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 do. Ba-da-da-da-da. Riddle number 2. I'm an Asian sauce that tastes like fish. What am I? Do 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 do. Pew 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 pew. Oh, they always miss. Not wearing a red shirt. Ha ha. Riddle number 3. To magically move a rock away from a cave opening, you have to say, "Open, da-na-na." What do you say? Open, da-na-na-na. What's that word? Da-na-na-na, 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 da-na. Riddle number 4. I'm sweet and subtle, in powder or grain. In treats, my presence is never in vain. What am I? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-da-na-na-na-na, ba-da-na. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Riddle number 5. I'm a white powder that can stiffen your lace collars. It's an old-timey thing to do. What am I? Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Riddle number 6. I'm a liquid that tastes like a bird. What am I? Do 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 do. Okay. This is a quick one, but we needed to baste this chicken, Szechuan chicken. How do we make it Szechuan-y? Here we go. In the first riddle, I'm a dark, salty liquid used on Chinese food. What am I? Soy sauce. You're going to need 3 tablespoons of low-sodium soy sauce for this recipe. In riddle number 2, I'm an Asian sauce that tastes like fish. What am I? And I hope I say this correctly. If I don't, I apologize. Hoisin sauce. You need 1.5 tablespoons of hoisin sauce for this recipe. In riddle number 3, to magically move a rock away from a cave opening, you have to say, open sesame. So we need 1 tablespoon sesame oil for this recipe. In riddle number 4, I'm sweet and subtle in powder or grain. In treats, my presence is never in vain. What are we talking here? Sugar. And in this case, we're going to need brown sugar. And we'll need 1.5 tablespoons brown sugar for this recipe. In riddle number 5, I'm a white powder that can stiffen your lace collars. It's an old-timey thing to do. What is it? For that, we need starch. So we need here 1 tablespoon cornstarch for this recipe. Finally, I'm a liquid that tastes like a bird. What am I? Liquids that taste like meats are broths. And we need 1/4 cup chicken broth. Don't listen, little buddy. Don't listen. 1/4 cup chicken broth for this recipe. So Venus, what is this? This is the ingredients for Szechuan sauce. It's one version of it. My friends from South Korea do this a little bit differently, where they mix in. Anyways, I could tell you about that another day. But this is one way to do a Szechuan sauce that you can use for basting this chicken instead of using the sherry vinegar or the wine that I suggested in the last round. So it's up to you, whatever is your taste. You can skip this if that's not your thing. But everybody to each their own. But here's what you're going to do. So if you're going to make this Szechuan sauce, place the chicken in a bowl with the cornstarch and the salt and pepper to taste. Toss and combine. Heat the vegetable oil in a large pan over high heat. Well, I guess we can skip talking about that. We already know how we're going to prepare the chicken to go with the root vegetables. But let me see. Oh, whoops, I think I skipped something here. Okay, anyways, mix all that stuff together over a small pot in a medium to low heat, and then you can use that for the basting. All right. Okay, if you are roasting the chicken in a bowl, okay, with all the vegetables, we're going to actually start roasting the chicken first and then add the vegetables later, because the chicken needs about an hour, but the root vegetables only need a half an hour. So at the half-hour mark, you're going to take the chicken out, you're going to rebaste it as you need, bank it with all the vegetables, then you return it back into the oven. And you're going to rebaste again as you need with the sauce. So for the sauce, if you're doing Szechuan, just whisk it all together in a small bowl. And then you can stir it, heat it up. And then once it's thickened, you can add it to the chicken as you like. Now, I've given you this wonderful drink, the roasted root vegetables and the Szechuan chicken for roasting, but I'm not going to leave you hanging. I brought you here to Silvermoon City, to my capital city, of the best city of my whole race, to show you our finest. And so I can't let you go without topping up the meal with a wonderful dessert. It could be served simply with some tea or coffee, or you can serve it with my signature drink. And for those of you who came in a little later, I invented a recipe for the let me tell you what it's called again. I invented this to bring to life the name of something you can actually buy from NPC vendors in Silvermoon or Ghostlands in the World of Warcraft game. It's called Golden Nectar of Quel'Thalas. And so if you check out our very first round of the episodes tonight was to make this. This is the hot version. You can chill it and put it over ice. You can add edible gold leaf as well to make it more elven, shimmery, and magical. But this can be, just grab yourself a second cup of Quel'Thalas, the golden nectar of Quel'Thalas, and have that with this dessert. So here is our final round. This is the biggest episode I've done in a while. Usually I only do 3 rounds. Sometimes I give you a bonus. Today's the bonus day, because I'm in the mood. We're so close to the month of so many celebrations, and there's birthdays at the end of this month that I know about. We've got to celebrate. So here's our final round. Get ready to play, to reveal an elven dessert from Silvermoon City itself. If you run around, check out the vendors in the video game, you will find it. You can buy this. Okay, but I'm going to bring it to life. Here we go. Riddle me this. I'm a soft dairy product used in lasagna and ravioli. What am I? Riddle number 2. Milkmaids churn me on a rainy day. What am I? Banana, 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 banana. Riddle number 3. Gandhi made me by the ocean side in an act of passive rebellion. What am I? So sorry. This is what our budget gets us. For sound effects, I'm so sorry. Riddle number 4. I am a white dust-like substance added to dough to help make it rise. What am I? Do 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 do. La 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 la. Riddle number 5. Chickens lay me in their nests. What am I that makes breakfast the best? Banana, 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 dum 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 dum, dum 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 dum. Riddle number 6. I'm the result of pollen collectors storing food for the winter. What am I? Riddle number 7. I can be distilled from sap of various plants like cane and maple trees. What am I? Riddle number 8. I've sailed the seas with merchants in tow, a treasure of flavor from long ago. What am I? Once traded between Rome and India on the first Silk Road. Riddle number 9. I'm an essential powder used by beggars to make daily staples. What am I? All right, this is it. Our final reveal for the dessert to end this beautiful elven meal. In riddle number 1, I'm a soft dairy product used in lasagna and ravioli. What am I? Ricotta cheese. We'll need 2.5 pounds. Unsalted. Or you can use unsalted mizithra. I don't know how to say it. I apologize for the pronunciation. M-I-Z-I-T-H-R-A if you like that, if you know what that is. In riddle number 2, milkmaids churn me on a rainy day. Always best on a rainy day. It never quite works out on a hot day. And it's butter. 2 tablespoons. And yes, I've churned butter myself. In a real churn. Riddle number 3. Gandhi made me by the ocean side in an act of passive rebellion. What am I? Salt. You're going to need a pinch of salt to taste. In riddle number 4, I am a white dust-like substance added to dough to help make it rise. What am I? It's baking powder, and we'll need 1 teaspoon. In riddle number 5, chickens lay me in their nests. What am I that makes breakfast the best? Eggs, and we'll need 10 of them. Riddle number 6, I'm the result of pollen collectors storing food for the winter. What am I? Honey. And we'll need 3 cups of honey. There is a suggestion to try Sifnos honey brand. I like Billy B myself, my uncle. My uncle actually works for them and gives me real honey from his real farm. It's awesome. In riddle number 7, I can be distilled from sap of various plants like cane and maple trees, even birch trees. What am I? Sugar. We'll need 1 cup. In riddle number 8, I've sailed the seas with merchants in tow, a treasure flavor from long ago. That long ago flavor traded from India to Rome in exchange for Rome's red wines or nickel mining products. Ground cinnamon. Just a history fun fact for you. We'll need 4 teaspoons of ground cinnamon for this recipe. In riddle number 9, I'm an essential powder used by bakers to make daily staples, the daily bread. We'll need flour. We'll need 3 cups of it. So Venus, you will want to ask me, what does this make? It's honey bread. You could also call it honey cake. Now, it's a sweet dessert to serve simply with tea or coffee and complement the flavors of our signature drink, the nectar of Quel'Thalas and golden nectar of Quel'Thalas, and it's our signature drink for the evening. So here we go. How to make the honey bread. You're going to mix the flour with the necessary warm water to make the dough like bread. Add the butter, salt, and baking powder and knead it well, and then put it aside for a moment. Place in a bowl the ricotta cheese and the sugar and mix it by hand. Get in there. Today's the day to get dirty, and it's going to be so worth it. Add the honey and a handful of flour. Break and add the eggs and half of the cinnamon. Mix it well. Butter a pan, and with a rolling pin, you're going to roll out the dough to the size of the round pan and letting the dough go up over the edges. Spread the mixture over the dough and bake it in 350 degrees preheated oven for about 30 minutes. When ready, sprinkle the rest of the cinnamon on top. Plan the amount of dough so the whole bread will be about 2 inches in height. Cut it in diamond sections. Ready to get into your kitchen and summon the best of the elven capital city of Silvermoon? I hope you do. I hope you really enjoy this. Let me know in the comments how it turns out and how you might have personalized any of these dishes. Or the beverage. I'm pretty proud of it myself. Also, if you're feeling like it, have some of that honey bread and our beautiful signature drink while you're running around Silvermoon City, checking out the vendors, because I do not lie. Head out to Ghostlands and take a look at what chickens are running around on the land out there that you can nerf as you like. I do not lie, Szechuan chickens are running around out there. Well, my friends, have a wonderful evening. I hope you really do get a chance to get into your kitchen and bring the High Elven city of Silvermoon into your home through your oven. Best portal to travel the world safely from the safety of your own home. Humans, please enjoy, and don't worry. If you're interested and been intrigued by all of our cooking and fine eatery, I'm going to have 3 recipe blitzes, and I have 1 more full menu to serve to you next Tuesday night live. So keep an eye out for my shorts and for Riddle Me Din Din next Tuesday. This is Venus Callida. I'll be seeing you.